This is Ken Hance, the best storyteller in Texas. Thanks for listening. We hope you enjoyed today's segment. There was a judge, a JP in Lubbock, when I was a young lawyer. This has been back in the 70s, early 70s. And he set a bond. There'd been some kind of story in the Lubbock paper that using marijuana would lead to using heroin, because all heroin addicts had used marijuana. Now, they didn't test to see if all marijuana people used heroin. It, kind of reverse on that, and wasn't real scientific. But people were upset, and so a student from Dallas called me, and he got arrested for having a joint of marijuana. So I was representing him. And the judge, because of that newspaper article, set a $500,000 bond on him. Capital murder case doesn't get that sometimes. Set that big bond on him, and I went over to see the judge, and he was in court trying some little old case and small claims court. And the courtroom was packed. It wasn't a big courtroom. It was a little courtroom, but it's packed. And he saw me back there, and I kind of waved at him and nodded toward his office, and he said he was going to take a break. And he came back, and I said, "Judge, you busy there?" And he said, "Trying a case where they're fighting over a hog." He said these people said they own the hog, and the other people got it, and they've got the hog now. And he said they've all got a bunch of witnesses just driving me nuts. And I said, "Well, you ought to tell them to bring that hog in here next Monday, and you're going to cut it in half, give both sides half the hog." And he goes, "I hadn't thought about that." He said, "There's something in the Bible like that, isn't it?" I said, yeah, they'd give you that. I said, "Now, look, I need to talk to you about that $500,000 bond you set on a kid for having a possession of marijuana." We talked a minute, and I said, "They can't hire me, because they have to pay all the money to the bondsman. You need to reduce that." He said, "Well, let's go to 50. I said, $50,000, still a lot of money." He said, "No, $50. And I said, "Okay." And I mean, a bond going from $500,000 to $50, that's a hell of a reduction. I got him sign it, and, he went back in court, and I stayed there just a second looking. And he said, "Now, I've been thinking about this case, and I want y'all to bring that hog in here next Monday, and I'm going to cut it in half and give both of you half." And they looked at him, they all nodded, "Okay." And I took off. I got out of there.